Welcome all guys, gals, and non-binary pals to episode 3 of the Calamity 100 times spawn rate playthrough. In this episode, we are going to take on King Slime, the king of all the slimes. Before we start the episode, I'd like to thank everyone for the support in the last episode. I really appreciated it. Before we fight the King Slime, there's two things that we're going to need. The first one is we're going to need more life. Right now we are only at 140 health, and we want at least 200 health before we take on King Slime. The second thing that we're going to need is an arena. Right now I have a line of platforms, but that's going to need to be expanded into a full-fledged arena. So I think the first one that I'm going to work on is the arena. So I'm going to work on that right now, and I'll be right back with you. So one thing that I'm realizing a lot is wood is really hard to come by. So right now I have no wood in the system at all, and I really need to make some platforms to expand this out. And I think the easiest way for us to get replenishable amount of wood is to actually create some houses so we can get the architect NPC, as you can see over here on the right. The architect NPC sells building blocks, including wood, for very cheap. Right now we have only 4 houses, and so we're going to need at least 3 or 4 more houses enabled to get the architect to spawn in. So I'm going to work on expanding the town for right now, and I'll get back to you once I'm finished with that. Help, I'm just trying to get some wood. No, I need some preliminary wood to make the houses. So I finished making, jeez, these zombies are so loud being murdered. Can you stop being so loud? Thank you. So I finished making some small expansions to the town, just adding like 3 more houses, and hopefully that will allow the architect to move in so I can get a reliable source of wood. That way I can get platforms to finish my arena. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go down to the mines to accomplish our second goal, which is getting more life. And the only way that I can do that is to get life crystals, which are found underground. Ooh, a nymph. Or a lost girl. Turns into the nymph. Oh, no. Well, no metal detector for me. Ooh, a gold chest here. And so I'm being swarmed by enemies, like always. I did find a gold chest. Boom, another mace. Not helpful at all. And there we go. The architect has arrived. So once I get back to the surface, we'll check in with him and buy some wood. And Fairy has led me to a heart crystal up here. So that is 1 heart crystal closer to our goal of getting at least 200 health. I think should be good. But the more the better. We'll definitely need as much as possible. And bam! Now up to 160. Holy, oh, no, wait, no, I don't even know what I hit there. Oh, I almost died, jeez, I only hung up with like 1 HP, jeez. I'm gonna have to look back, see what I hit there. It was just an explosive, but I didn't even see it. There must have been a pressure plate. Jeez. Oh, and I actually found a, mushroom biome here. This is actually really good because one of the recipes added by, I don't know which mod, Calamity Mod, is actually for the life crystal, so you don't have to find them, and it only needs stone, ruby, and healing potions. And healing potions can actually be made with lesser healing potions, which we have a lot of, and glowing mushrooms. So until this point I didn't have glowing mushrooms, but because I found this glowing mushroom biome, I now do have them. So I'm going to carefully extract as many mushrooms as I can, so I can make as many life crystals as I can. It's a lot of spore bats. This may be difficult to get down to the mushrooms, although there's this mushroom tree over here that if I can get to that, that should give me a decent amount of mushrooms. Oh, spider biome, spider biome. No thank you, please. Yeah. Ooh. There's a lot of spiders and spider biomes in vanilla Terraria. I don't think I am equipped to deal with that. Jeez, a second spider biome? They're really close by. It'll be good once we get into hard mode because I can get spider armor. Right now, not as much, or not as good. The spiders held a secret. There's a life crystal down here. Luckily, I should be able to get this without being attacked by the spiders. I did get it, and boom! To 180. Alright, let's get out of here. Found a minecart track. Hopefully it will lead me to some goodies. It in fact led me to death. Now that we're back to the surface, I can now talk to Walter, and he sells, yes, wood at only 5 copper, so I can buy just a bunch of wood here, 519, so wood will not be a problem in the future. I can also sell other things like building blocks, so I can now have more creativity in what I build here. I'm going to finish up my arena right now, and then I'll get right back to you. Using our current resources, I was able to use that crafting recipe to make 1 more life crystal. So, boom, up to 200. That's the minimum, at least, that I want to take on King Slime. Although 400 would be preferable. So, I'm going to work on both getting more health and working on the arena. I think I'm going to switch over to using the Finch Staff instead of the Slime Staff. I made the Finch Staff. There's a recipe that Calamity added. And I think I'm going to use it just because they're flying, so they can more reliably hit enemies. They do the same amount of damage, and they also do damage on contact, so it's just like the slimes where they can absolutely massacre enemies. But I think they're going to be a bit more reliable, especially while building this arena. Now you may be wondering, Ivan, why are you in the desert? Like, what's here for you? There's 2 things here that I actually want. I want a bass statue and an extractinator, which can be more commonly found in the desert. So the extractinator is needed because I need rubies to make more life crystals. So I think that's going to be the easy way to get life crystals. Holy, that's a lot of swimmers. And I need a bass statue because that'll just give me more defense and more survivability. Oh no. An evil presence is watching me. That's Eye of Cthulhu. I really don't want to go. I don't want to leave here, but because it's gonna be hard to get back here. But I have to. I have to prepare for. I'm gonna at least try to fight the Eye. I don't expect it to go well. I expect it to go, in fact, very poorly. But I can at least try. I have a slight arena, and I've already taken a bunch of damage. You know, I have a slight arena, but I don't think it's going to be enough for the Eye of Cthulhu. But, no point in not trying. Unless I die before I even spawns. Alright, here we go. Eye of Cthulhu. I'm probably not going to talk very much through this. I definitely need to focus. Already had a burner heal. This is not looking good. Yeah, it was a valiant effort, but I don't think we're quite strong enough to take on the Eye of Cthulhu. I'm gonna return to the desert and keep on searching for the two things that I want there. The Extractinator will help a lot with getting rubies, because I can use all the silt and fossil that I've gotten to get a bunch of gems, including rubies, and because that's what I'm mainly lacking to make heart crystals, or life crystals. And then a bat statue will give me basically a permanent defense buff, because one of the quality of life mods that I have makes it so placeable buff objects such as campfires and bat statues, as long as they're in your inventory, they give you the effect. It's just a quality of life thing, and in this playthrough I definitely think I'm going to need it, because it's going to be very difficult to survive without a lot of help. So I just got a drop from a Storm Lion, which is the Stormjaw Staff, which is a summon. It does more damage than the baby slimes, and they're much quicker. So if like I spawn them down here, you can see they are just running around. They do contact damage and they shoot a projectile. I think this is going to be a big buff to our damage. Ooh, and an unexpected find down here. I did find a life crystal. That'll be nice. And boom! Up to 220. So, through my expeditions through the caves, I found exactly neither of the two things that I wanted. I did not find a bat statue or an extractinator, and I explored a lot. I could definitely explore more, but I don't know, I spent several hours doing that. One thing that I did find that I didn't even think about until now is lava. Lava can be extremely helpful in defeating enemies and lowering spawn rates. What I'm going to do is I'll allow myself to use lava to kill enemies, but not to block spawns. So I can't just put lava to all around an arena on the floor so no enemies spawn. I won't allow myself to do that, but I can like put the lava here so all the slimes die. So yeah, lava is going to be quite useful. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spawn King Slime just to see where our power is at. Just to give me an idea of how much more I have to prepare, and to give you guys a fight, since I did say I was going to fight him in this episode. So let's just go. Yeah, that did not go well. Really? What killed me more was the enemies and not King Slime. I think I could take on King Slime with this gear, but with all of the enemies, I'm not so sure. Maybe if I can... No, there's just so many flying wolfram enemies, it's just crazy. I'm gonna give it a few more attempts and see if anything comes out of it. One good thing is all these enemies are dropping a bunch of hearts, which are actually healing me. No, he's very low. I just have to survive all these enemies. No, 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 no. If I can survive till I heal. And there it is. 2 attempts. We are able to take down King Slime. Our first boss defeated. So we get a Shadow Diamond, which is basically equivalent to a normal diamond, and the King Slime Relic. I'm going to have to create a kind of relic hall to keep all my relics. For now, I'm just going to set this right over here, but I'll work on creating an area to show off all of the relics. Let's see what else we got. Wand of Space. Place the select types of tiles in the indicated area. Oh, I see. This is similar to... That will be very helpful in finishing my arena. It's similar to... with the cheat sheet mod, you can copy and paste things, but... or more like the grand design, where you can choose an area and fill it in. That will be helpful in creating the rest of my arena. The Royal Delight is the pet. Wand of Technology, that's another quality of life thing. Yeah, so these came with quality of Terraria. And the treasure bag, let's open it. So we get the Royal Gel. Actually, I didn't even think about this. This is going to be one of the best things we could get. I don't even know what I want to give up for it, since everything is so good. Because this is going to be really good because during the daytime, a majority of the enemies are slimes. So we'll just have to deal with the Wolfram enemies. I think I'm going to take off the Wolfram battery. So slightly less damage. But yeah, so now slimes are completely non-hostile. So I can just run along the surface. The only thing I have to deal with is the Wolfram enemies. That is so good. That is going to be very helpful. Some of the other things we got, the Slimy Saddle. So that is our first mount. This will improve our movement, and we can also bounce on the heads of enemies, so that'll be useful as well. So yeah, those are the main things that we got from King Slime. I think that is a great place to end the episode now. We made a lot of progress, beat our first boss in this episode, and we also tried to take on the Eye of Cthulhu, but we were just short in damage. Next episode, we're going to work on maybe getting that bat statue, since I think that's going to be very powerful. And now exploring the surface, since slimes are friendly now, it's going to be a bit easier to explore the surface. In a couple episodes, we should be able to take on the Eye of Cthulhu. With that being said, good morning, good evening, or good night.